And hello again. How you all doing? Welcome to another episode. Interesting one at that of Dad and Daughter podcast. I'm Dad. How y'all doing tonight? I wish my little camera circle thingy right there was a little bit bigger because one of the ladies that I volunteer with has a granddaughter and a grandson. The granddaughter being the youngest. I forget how old she says she was. But I asked the grandma if her granddaughter can make me a sign that I can hang right behind me. So I don't know if this young lady has started it or not, but I'm totally excited to see it. I am totally excited to see it. With this particular article, I read through it, and if we as Americans can come together for something, have the same mind, share the same voice, and be upset about the same thing at the same time, I want it to be this. Yeah, what the hell? Don't tell Mom I did that. Shh. Anyway, this gentleman, as the headline explains, he went to the ER in Taiwan. Then his horrors of socialized medicine post went viral. Now, this is the interesting one. This is interesting. Okay, we all know that Americans pay more for health care than every other country in the world, but how much more? You do not want to find out. You do not want to know. Yeah, that's the upsetting part. All right, according to an American expatriate, I don't know, who shared the story of his ER visit in a Taiwanese hospital, Americans are being taken to the cleaners when we go to the doctor. We live in a country that claims to be the greatest in the world, but where an emergency trip to the hospital can easily bankrupt somebody. No kidding. I'm going to attempt this gentleman's last name, so if I murder it, okay, I'm sentenced to 20 years. Kevin Bozit had that fact in mind when he fell ill while living in Taiwan and needed to go to the hospital. He didn't have insurance, and he had no idea how much it was going to cost him. He shared the experience in a now viral Facebook post he called "The Horrors of Socialized Medicine: A First-Hand Experience." Vazit started vomiting one evening and could not stop, unable to even keep water down. My symptoms, I always get those two words mixed up. I don't know why. Showed no signs of abating, he wrote. At this point, I had to seek medical treatment. I knew I had to go to the hospital. I wanted to avoid it, he added. I had no idea how different Taiwanese hospitals would be, whether I would be able to find an English-speaking doctor, or what it would cost me. My U.S. health insurance has lapsed, and I don't qualify for Taiwanese national health insurance. And that is Taiwan's national health insurance, NHI, is a single-payer system that covers all residents of Taiwan Foreigners can take part in the system immediately upon obtaining a work permit or after 6 months of living in the country. Bozie was a student and had not lived there long enough to be eligible yet. But he needed not have worried. That just did not make any sense. But he didn't have to worry. Bazit's bill for his entire hospital stay was a fraction of many insured Americans' copay for emergency services. Now you see, this is where your guys' English should be growing. Starting to grow. Starting. I don't know why our health insurance isn't like this. I know we have pricks in the White House, but dang, really? You know what I mean? And it's not like he received substandard service for what he paid. Okay? My Taiwanese roommate called a taxi and took me to the ER at NTU Hospital, Bazit wrote. I was immediately checked in by an English-speaking nurse. Within 20 minutes, I was given IV fluids and anti-emetics. I hope. I don't deal with medicine, so I don't know the terms. They took blood tests and did an ultrasound to ensure it wasn't gallstones or appendicitis. I think that says appendicitis. Anyways, from there, I was given a diagnosis. A particularly severe case of acute viral gastroenteritis or something like, aka the stomach flu. After about 3 hours on an IV, I began to feel slightly better. My nausea disappeared and my stomach began to calm down. Which is good, right? Which is good. Bazit was discharged with a prescription for antiemetics and pain medication. And after a few days, he was back to normal, which is most wonderful. This is when most of us would start panicking as we wait for the hospital bills to start arriving. But Bazit was pleasantly surprised. Okay, are you ready? The bill for the ER visit, US, $80. 80. American dollars. Okay, 80 American dollars. Out of pocket, full cost, no discounts, no insurance. Okay, $80. At one of the best hospitals in Taiwan, and if I had NHI, it would have been a fraction of that. This could have easily cost me hundreds or even thousands in the US without insurance, but here in Taiwan, I was able to receive speedy, quality care comparable to what I would have gotten in a US hospital for a relatively small amount of money. Okay, before I continue here, there's a little more, but before I continue, doesn't that get your goat? Doesn't that get you upset a little bit? It does me. I don't know why our healthcare system isn't like that. And it's not like he received substandard service for what he paid. My Taiwanese roommate, did I just read this? Yep, hold on, yeah. For some reason it just skipped back down on me. Anyway, so he says, I did some research and the cost of living overall in Taiwan is about half of what it is here in the US. There is not a hospital that I know of in the U.S. where you can be admitted and discharged for anything close to $160, even for something as simple as a bee sting. Seriously, an ER visit for a bee sting can set you back $12,000 in the U.S. Why would a frickin' bee sting cost $12,000 in an ER? Because we're money hungry in the USA. That's why. That's why there's inflation that seems like every frickin' year. Guys need to calm down. Anyways, Bazit also pointed out that the taxes that pay for Taiwan's health system are not that high. Yeah, you listening, America? Catch up. Responding to the common complaint that we'd have to raise taxes to pay for universal health care, Bazit continued his list. 5. Yes, taxes pay for the health care here. No, they are not high. Try for yourself. The formula for NHI, monthly premium contribution, for a single employed adult is, okay, whatever your monthly income is, times 0.0469 or 4.69% times 0.3 or 30% equals your monthly out-of-pocket healthcare premium. Okay, I did the math. For a $60,000 per year income, it comes to $70.53 a month. Okay, some of us can afford that. Okay. I say some because there are some jobs that actually you don't make squat. Sorry, I just ate a strawberry from my parfait. It's very good too. 6. It's not perfect. Not everything is 100% covered. I had a good experience, but I'm sure many people have had non-financial medical horror stories here. Okay. 7. This system exists because the Taiwanese government believes that healthcare is a right for all of its citizens rather than a privilege for those who can afford it. Those aren't my words. That's what the Ministry of Health said in its English language brochure. Every Taiwanese citizen and foreign permanent resident is entitled to and required to enroll in the NHI program. Everyone is covered, regardless of employment status. No one is uninsured. No one ever goes bankrupt due to medical bills. I mean, if I did this equation, I'm probably going to snap a picture of it so I can actually figure it out if, what it would be under my income. But even if I pay $60, $70 a month and I'm covered, no matter how many times during that month I have to go in, no matter how many times a month I don't go in, I'm covered. That also not only covers me, but if I'm reading this correctly, that $60, $70 that I pay into this program covers everybody else. Okay? What you pay in not only covers you, but everybody else. Okay, you might pay 40 or 50. I pay 60 or 70, like it said, on your income. You seen the you can scroll back for the thing there, the equation. But yeah, why don't we have that here? because a lot of us Americans only have 3 brain cells and only one works. Bankrupt due to medical bills. Okay, I read that part. Cool. And the quality of care does not appear to be compromised in this system either. I have yet to meet a Taiwanese person who wasn't satisfied with or even outright proud of their healthcare system. Okay, so it's not bad and it's not good ratings either. You know what I mean? You know, they're neutral, they're in the middle. Bazit wrote, my expat friends praise it, even those from countries with universal healthcare systems of their own. Okay. But Bazit wasn't done. 6, it's not perfect. Not everything is 100%. Yeah, I'm getting deja vu here, but I'm going to read it again. Not everything's 100% covered. I've had a good experience, but I'm sure many people have had non-financial medical horror stories here. 7, the system exists because the government believes that the health care is right for all citizens, not just a privileged few who could afford it. Yeah, this is... Yeah. And apparently whoever wrote this article likes to write everything once. Oh, that's too short. Let's write it again to make it longer. Anyway. But yeah. Okay, where are you guys sitting now on this? Should we here in the U.S. push the government for this? Not our local government, the big boys, the feds. I don't know, maybe we should have a march and just knock on the door and say, hey, we want this healthcare type of system, you know. But then a lot of them will probably start crying because, no, we can't afford our houses that we live in. Hasn't your mama ever taught you not to live outside your means? But anyways, yeah, I mean, would you guys like to see something like this? I would. I would love health insurance program like this. I would honestly love it. But yeah, this is very interesting actually. So, yeah, okay, it's a while back to the top. Anyway, oh really? No good picture to. Yeah, I'm looking for a screenshot now. But anyways, yeah, this is quite cool. So yeah, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit this. Anyways, you guys take care of yourself. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.